What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another match reaction, and it's where we ended with a win against Udinese. We start the season with a win against Udinese, and it's a good win. It's a very good win. It's um, it's the first game of the season, obviously, so we're not gonna overguess it. Or we might win it all. Who knows? And with all, it's the Scudetto and the Coppa Italia. No, but in all seriousness, that was a lot of positives in that game. It's the first game of the season, but this was refreshing. It was refreshing for large parts of the game. So we're gonna discuss that. But it's some positivity we needed after last season, after the transfer window we are having, and all the rumors. I think this is what we needed as fans, and just to relax, go into the week. Yeah, still thinking about transfer news, but just relax and be like, okay, there is something out there we can actually hopefully look forward to long term. But before we do that, like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, and yeah, let's get straight into our reaction. Okay, so Juve 3, Udinese no. Maybe not going into individually as much because I will do a player ratings video. That's new. That will drop tomorrow. But overall, everything we saw in preseason kinda happened today. You know, we talked about it, or me personally, and I think a lot of people agree with it, that the link up plays were there in preseason, which weren't there last season. The pressing, trying to win that ball back immediately, higher up the pitch, was there, not last season. We play closer to each other. That's why we can play a bit higher as well. That was not there last season at all. So that's there as well. And it's not more, it's not, it looks very more dynamic. It doesn't look as static, and that's also because of player personnel, but it's also because of coaching. Because of an idea you're trying to implement that you didn't to want to do last season, and there are some significant decisions Allegri made today that could have an effect on what's going to happen in the next few weeks in the transfer window. But we go off, and you cannot start a game any better than this, and it had to be Chiesa, who we all were saying he needs to have a big season. And I believe he will have a big season because we missed him last year. We missed him completely. He was injured, and when he came back, out of position, in and out of the lineup, and it was a complete mess. And he looks frustrated, and he was not, doing well. The team was not doing well. Nobody was winning in that situation. But that goal is just Federico Chiesa. You know, Great hit. Yeah, it took a little deflection, but that hit was great. The aggression, the way we won the ball back quickly and we went for it straight. It's all we've been hoping for. It's all we were kind of waiting for, and it's great to have him on the score sheet. We doubled that lead with Vlahovic, penalty or not. It's good to have him on the score sheet. I don't think it's a pen, but they're given. So if it happened against us, it would have been given, and I would have sent the same thing. The only difference is now we're benefiting from it. Good pen, and you have your main two guys up top on the score sheet. That's what we kind of all were kind of hoping, dreaming about. Get off to a good start, get those guys on the score sheet, and just move on basically. And that's what they did. Both on the score sheet, and that was good. And that third goal as well. Rabiot gets his usual goal. I'm gonna say usual goal, but that link-up play was just brilliant. It was quick. They understood what was gonna happen, and it was just good, beautiful to see. That first half was very good. That was extremely good. That was so good. Cambiasso, that's completely different to Kostic. Kostic is straightforward. He's gonna hug that touchline and he's trying to cross that ball in. Cambiasso, like we said in preseason, he's more dynamic. He can come into midfield, he can overlap, he can cross a ball, he can beat his man, and he's impressing me. I wasn't that high on McCandy. On Cambiasso, I still need more proof before I change my opinion completely. But today, he proved me wrong. And I'm hoping he does that all season long. And he builds on this because that's what we need. We need something refreshing compared to what we had with Quadrado on one hand and Kostic on the other hand and Alexander to a certain degree. That's something we're all craving for, basically. And the significant thing is, in the second half, he was subbed off, and I think everybody was thinking, okay, Kostic is coming on, and his junior is coming on. So I don't know if Kostic has an issue injury-wise. I heard nothing about it, but that's a big decision. That's a big decision because the second half we're not suffering, but like it wasn't like the second half, first half. So you were kind of expecting maybe he brings Kostic in. He's more reserved, he's more collected. He's not that, I want to say crazy, but like he's not that dynamic like a Cambiasso. But he brings Iling Jr., which is very interesting for the next upcoming weeks because Junior came in and he did very well in my opinion. The game kind of fell off for us because intensity was gone. We made some subs. It was extremely hot. The game was kind of won. It's first game of the season, so I'm not going to really complain on that. But that's what we always thought that could happen. It's just if these things happen midway season consistently, then we can say, okay, you cannot have that type of drop off in the second half, basically. But other than that, it was a very good game from us. Overall, like defensively, it's not all on luck, and we know why because. I know why because I know what that defense is, and against better opponents, you're probably not going to play like this basically because you will get find wide open at times. It's just Udinese were really poor today. They had I think one or two really really good chances, and Chesney did well. Other than that, it was just shooting from outside of the box, nothing really that much. And maybe it's also a good thing that we kept a clean sheet. We kind of not suffered, but like we also could step back when needed, especially. That second half, besides the intensity, I think the quality in possession was missing a little bit. Very silly mistakes, very sloppy passes. Like all these things didn't really help because there was a lot of room and space. We just didn't do what we did in the first half. But overall, first game of the season, I'm okay. I'm very very happy with what they showed today because it was kind of a confirmation of preseason, and also there is a change. Now, is it gonna keep on? I don't know. We need to see, but the type of football we try to play, the idea we try to implement, is different. The players we're putting in, Yildiz, whatever, Miretti playing, Junior coming on instead of Kostic, Cambiasso starting a game, is kind of positive in my opinion because it kind of tells you, okay, we're trying to do something different, and it needs to be something different. It cannot be like last season because that was not good enough. And maybe it's like we won games we shouldn't have won last season, and maybe that's not going to happen if you play like that this season. But overall, this was very positive. I'm not going to talk about negative stuff. I will do a player rating video that will drop tomorrow, and even there I'm not going to go hard into players. So I'm not going to go individually, but for me, Cambiasso is my man of the match. I will spoil that because it's his first game for us, and he was brilliant. He was excellent. He was excellent. It was exciting, and it's something to look forward to. Like we always said on the channel, like going into the game, like, oh, I want to see Chiesa play. I want to see what Cambiasso does. That positivity, that feeling needs to get back into all of us, basically. Because it's been a tough couple of years, especially on the pitch, like the style of play, that was tough. Maybe not the results as well, but like especially, it was not fun to watch. It was hard to watch. But other than that, great win, and yeah, man, let's build on this. First game of the season, still early, no overreaction, but we need to build on this because this was very positive. Yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna watch the pressers. Like, subscribe, let me know what you thought about the game. Let me know who impressed, who didn't impress. And yeah, man, thanks for watching. Tomorrow we will do a breakdown of the game live, so stay tuned for that as well. Also player ratings that will drop tomorrow morning. Stay tuned for that as well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.